So, I wrote a blog the other day. I have a blog on WordPress. It's called dancinginhislightblog.wordpress.com. And I wrote a blog yesterday about your mind. And I just kind of wanted to make a video about it because I think it's really cool and it's really important. And a lot of people don't get it, I feel like. A lot of people have a very hard time accepting themselves, loving themselves with all of their flaws, like in this present moment. A lot of people think that, and I feel like I know that a lot of people think this because I've been there myself, which I still struggle with it, and I've, just from talking to a lot of people, it just seems like everybody thinks that they're going to be happy with themselves and happy with life and love themselves once they get to a certain point. And I'm just, I don't know, through a lot of self-discovery and like mental practice and stuff like that in therapy, I'm just realizing that, and to some people this might be obvious, like, well, duh, like self-love doesn't come when you get to a point that you like, oh, I lost 50 pounds, I feel good about myself, now I feel comfortable, now I'll let myself love myself. And I think I wrote a blog about this before, but sometimes, you know how you have realizations and then they kind of like go away and then they come back and it's like it speaks so much more to you like a second or third time or something. So, like, people always think, I'll change, then I'll love myself. But that's not the way it works. You have to start loving yourself now, in this present moment, and that will motivate change, encourage change. Because when you love yourself, you want to take care of yourself. You have this self-love and this self-respect that you're not going to put up with certain things. You're not going to put certain things into your body because you love yourself. Like, it's really cool. So I wrote a blog about that because I was thinking of one lady in particular, one of my friends. She does my nails. Shout out. And she has a weight problem. She has already lost like 150 pounds with like diet and exercise and stuff, but she's still overweight and she's still very unhappy with her body and that kind of thing. And which I really like talking to her about this kind of thing because that's a struggle that I've had my entire life. Like, even though I'm not like, I might be like 10 pounds overweight or something, but I'm not really like overweight or obese or like anything like that. But I've always struggled with body image and body dysmorphia and all that jazz. So I like talking with her about it, and I don't feel like she judges me because I'm smaller than her. Like, whatever, like, you wear smaller jeans, so you don't know what I'm talking about. Like, yes, I do. And she's really cool about that. I never get that judgmental, like, impression from her. So anyway, I was talking to her last time. She did my nails, and I was like, listen, man, I was like, you gotta think different. I was like, you have to look in the mirror and say you love you, because the day that I came to get my nails done, the day before, she had a very bad day, and she was like thinking about suicide and stuff like that, and she's like, I just don't want to do this anymore because it's freaking hard. It's a struggle. And sorry, itchy nose. And I'm like, you gotta change the way you think. And this is like, when I talk to her about this kind of thing, it's like a pep talk for myself as well, because I think we're all our own worst critics. At least some of us are. And like, when I'm telling her these things, I'm thinking that I need to do it myself. Like, chill, like, be nice to yourself. Like, this life is so short, it's not worth it to wake up in the morning and just be like, oh, I hate this, I hate that. When I lose weight, I'm gonna be happy. Like, whatever, like, it applies to a bunch of different issues, like alcoholism, addictions, like, you know, stuff like that. People oftentimes look at the immediate problem, like, right in front of their face, like, well, obviously I look in the mirror and I'm 50 pounds overweight or 100 pounds overweight, like, weight is the problem. Oh, I'm an alcoholic, like, alcohol is the problem. It's your mind. Like, you need to change your mind. Like, like when you're overweight, like yes, weight is a problem and it can make you unhealthy and cause issues and stuff like that, but weight is not the problem. It's in your mind. Like, mental health is so stinking important, and it's one of the most difficult things to practice. You know, it requires like meditation. Like, I like to journal, and that helps a lot, and I go to therapy every 2 weeks, and just talking it out with someone or reading really helps. There's a lot of good books, a lot of good books on the way you think and like the mental health and stuff like that, because like our mind is so stinking powerful, you know, like things you tell yourself, that is what's going to happen to you. Like, if you tell yourself you're fat, you're fat, you're fat, you're ugly, you're going to be fat and ugly. Like, and like you might not change physically, but you might have an ugly personality, or like you won't feel pretty, so you'll, like, you know what I mean? I think you get what I mean. But one time I got really scared because one of my hugest fears is like that I'll become so positive and like so love myself and like not really care about what I'm putting into my body and eating and all that stuff, that I'll just wake up one day and be 300 pounds. I don't know, that's always been like a fear of mine. Like, oh, I'm just like not gonna realize it and then wake up one day and be like, holy crap, I'm 300 pounds. And my mom told me one time, she's like, you know what? She's like, if you keep thinking that, it's gonna happen. And I was like, oh my gosh, like it's so true. Like if I keep thinking that, it'll happen, because my mind would let it happen. I don't know. I wanted to say something else. Oh, a lot of people have these negative thoughts in their mind. Like, okay, I'll share some of my negative thoughts. I always have, I'm fat in the back of my mind, and I'm ugly, and I'm lazy. Those are the three like huge ones that I struggle with myself. And it's like through therapy, I've realized a lot of it comes from when I was younger, and like, but whatever, it's not important. But, and I've realized this from myself and also from talking with my husband, because he's very negative on himself as well. He used to like compete in bodybuilding competitions, and he used to be extremely lean and extremely fit, and when he got older he gained a bunch of weight, but now he's like losing weight, but he always tells himself like he's not good enough, and like, you know, like you're not in the right body or whatever. And I'm like, no, you gotta be nice to yourself. You look amazing. Like, you've lost over 50 pounds. Like, and a lot of people think that these negative voices that are playing in their mind are motivation, like motivation to change. Like, well, if I tell myself positive things, then it's like I'm okay with staying where I'm at. Like, if I tell myself I love me now and I have 50 pounds to lose, that's saying that I'm okay with being overweight. No, it's not. It's giving yourself like love, like credit. Like, you're not going to be a better person if you're 50 pounds lighter. You're not going to be a better person if, I don't know, it's like, yeah, you might be a better person, but it starts here, you know? Get this right. Focus on this. A lot of times I get anxiety if I don't go to the gym like every freaking day. Like, if I planned on going to the gym and like things got really busy or I didn't feel well, I would not go, and then I would get like this anxiety. And I'm like, no, I need to focus on my stinking mental health, which a lot of times the gym does help me with my mental health. Like, it's really great. But like there have been times when I was on my way to the gym and I'm like, I just have this anxiety. I feel like I need to like sit and read my Bible. I need to like meditate on God's word, and I need to write in my journal or my blog. So I will, on my way to the gym, I'm like, no, I'm gonna go sit at Starbucks because I really feel like I need this right now. And that's one of my favorite things to do, is go to a Starbucks and just sit there with like my notebook, my Bible, my journal, maybe a laptop to write in my blog. and I have headphones and I listen to like piano music, and it's really nice, and I feel like 1,000 times better after that. Like, your life isn't going to end if you don't go to the gym. Like, you need to just take care of your mind, take care of yourself, put your mental health first, and you know, it's important. So let me know what you think about this vid. Leave me some comments. I like to talk about this kind of thing. Okay, bye.